Welcome to the John Clarence Gomez Show. I'm your host, John Clarence Gomez, and my guest today is one of my friends. She is an actress from Canada, and I met her on Table Read Tuesday, a table read group that do many kinds of table read like movies and also Shakespeare plays. Uh, one of I really like my my one of my friend there. One of the founders is Catherine D. Paxpara. She is really a good person. And today I will introduce to you my guest, Heather Leigh Cameron. She is an actress from Canada and one of my friends. Hi, Heather. How are you today?
Hi, my name is Leigh Cameron. I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Canada, and I also happen to be an actor, a freelance writer, an independent filmmaker. I volunteer, and I'm also neurodivergent. That's quite a mouthful, isn't it? But I love it. I love how unique I am.
Thank you, Heather, for introducing yourself to our listeners. And here is the second question. How did you choose acting as your career?
Being neurodivergent, I live in a world that definitely wasn't made for me. And, acting brings me to worlds where I'm welcome because this regular world that I'm in isn't always welcoming to me, but acting presents me with a world where I can be welcomed, where I can be quirky, where I can find joy in my quirkiness, and where I can take on roles that will help me to grow as a person and to find joy in being unique because I can't ever be cured of my uniqueness, but I can find joy in it and build upon it and taking on characters, putting myself into roles, helping people tell their stories, helping bring stories to life. They help me to find joy in who I am and also develop my talents as a person because, sometimes life is not so easy, but it keeps going and you have to keep going with it. So the best you can do is find joy in what you can do. And acting is one of the things I can do. Helping people bring stories to life is one of the things I can do. And I can do that through acting and through writing. And it brings me great joy. It reminds me that I belong. Even with all my quirks, I belong.
What is the first film did you did?
Well, before I got into film, actually, I did a lot of theater and independent filmmaking. And then I realized I want to be involved more in film. So I was an extra in a French film, and then I did this Star Trek fan film called Endless Winter, and it grew from there. Even during the COVID lockdown, I found ways to stay busy as an actor and as a writer and as an independent filmmaker. I branched out into voice acting. I did virtual theater, which is a good way to keep up one's skills. And really, it's really has brought me a lot of joy. And I'm just trying to grow myself and become better with each and every day that passes. Like I have representation now, actually, and I'm hoping to grow through that and to learn things that I didn't know before. And however the Lord will have me live this part of my life and live out this journey, I'm determined to do it. Because, I do believe the Lord has led me to this career and I trust his hand. I trust that he will guide me the way he wants me to go with it. Because it helps me to be able to bring other stories to life because mine is so challenging between being neurodivergent and having endometriosis, which is a condition in which I might not be able to have children. And just being an actor and a writer allows me to help bring life unto the world and leave a legacy unto the world.
Wow, that's nice. As a person who worked with you on many table reads online, how did you enjoy doing it?
The Table Read Tuesdays company is a good way to develop skills as an actor and learn how to act different characters and to really learn what my strengths and weaknesses are and really improve upon myself because I'm given different characters all the time, and it's my responsibility to bring that character to life. It might not be perfect, but I can do my best with it. And I'm definitely not always my best at it, but I can learn from it. I can grow from it. I can become educated about how to be better at bringing characters to life and interacting with those I am in scenes with. And it's pretty much living education. It's education on the go, and I love it. It's definitely been a journey, and I'm grateful for it because, I'll be real, going to acting school is expensive, so it's pretty much a weekly acting school. Table Read Tuesdays is pretty much a weekly acting school where I can go and I can learn and I can learn how to bring out the best in me and learn how to do my best in scenes with other people and just really learn what it means to be an actor and build upon that and truly help myself and others bring out the best in what we're doing.
You, that's right. For me,
And I appreciate
doing
every single one
table
of the
reads
I
also
appreciate
helped me.
I appreciate every
That's
single
right.
one of the
Sorry for
people I
that.
work with.
Yes, that's right. Sorry for the internet connection because it is slow. Uh,
It's okay.
that's right. Yes, that's right. Because doing table reads like me, when I join many table reads group, not only table read Tuesday, I also join many table read groups like the musical theater pants, where I did many read through with many people from around the world. I also own my own table read groups called musical theater uh, fans read truth and casting games, where I also do my own read truth there from people around the world. And one of my co-owner, shout out to Joe Pinch, one of the co-owner of that, who helps me on doing table
Yeah.
reads.
And two
It's helped
households
me
in Cats
to
group.
become, yes, it helps me uh to become an an actor, not only an actor but also a playwright, because it helps me to make my own short plays also, and helps me to build my skills on acting. So that's it. Here is the next question. Can you tell us about your latest short film, Always Choosing Comfort Will Consume?
Well, I can. I truly can because, life is not meant to be comfortable. It's meant to bring us growth, and choosing comfort will make us happy temporarily, but it won't lead to growth. And we are in life to grow. And I think that my film explores the fact that comfort zones are not meant to be comfortable. They're there to keep us from growing. But I have actually made some other films since then. Would you like me to tell you about them? I've made other films since then. I made a film called Open Yourself to Grace, which is about me talking about how and why we should open ourselves to grace and why we don't do it, even though we know we probably should. And choosing comfort, according to the film Always Choosing Comfort Will Consume You. In that, I explore Luke chapter 24, verses 5 and 6, Psalms chapter 7, or Psalms chapter 37, verse 5, and the notion that comfort is not always encouraging or safe, and that always choosing comfort instead of acting in faith will consume you because sometimes we've got to act in faith in order to grow, and life is very much about growth. Because we'll never be happy, we'll never feel fulfilled if we're just always comfortable. And actually, speaking of Table Read Tuesdays, I've actually got a script coming up. I believe on March 17th and March 24th. It's a two-part film script that I wrote myself. It's called Coming Back into Life, and the tag, it's about a girl named Anna, who is a person with disabilities, who lives in a world that wasn't made for her. And she comes from a broken family who treated her like she was garbage because she has disabilities. But her family has their own problems and they're broken apart because of those problems. But years later, she comes years and years later, after her family is broken apart, she finds herself coming back into the world that she left because she left her family to learn how to live as she is and find joy in who she is. But years later, she comes back into the world and reunites with the people she left behind and promptly finds that coming back into life is a journey that cannot be done alone, nor is it one that she is doing alone. So that will be Table Read by Table Read Tuesday on March 17th and 24th. And I'm very excited for that. And I'm very excited because Catherine Wilson owns Table Read Tuesday, as does Vicky Dykes. And I'm also part of the Two Households by Fair Corona Shakespeare group and other plays
Same.
group that Catherine owns. And I really I got to know Shakespeare when I started reading plays with Monroe County Civic Theater in 2021. And I was involved in lots of wonderful Shakespeare plays that helped me to really learn the genre because I didn't take Shakespeare in school. A director named Steve helped me to read it properly and bring out the proper emotion for the characters. And I really had a lot of fun. I played various genders during my time with that company. It really helped me to grow as an actor. And so I'm grateful for Catherine's company. It helps me to keep in touch with Shakespeare and learn new things about it because Shakespeare, I think, really does help people to become better actors. Yeah. And I do it just a lot. And Table Read
Yes.
Tuesday was another
You
constant. Am I talking too much? Hello? As far as appearing on other projects, I've got a whole list of things I could tell you. I just have to grab them. Um, I've done a lot of work on a Star Trek fans. I've actually done a lot of work on a Star Trek fan series called Star Trek Venture, in which I play a Vulcan doctor named Dr. Tamai. And in addition to that, I've done a lot of work for Results Entertainment. I've done three productions for Results Entertainment: Robin the Hood, A Wild West Adventure, Once Upon a Crime, and Twice Upon a Time. I play various characters in that, and that can be found on Doug McDougall's YouTube channel. I play a variety of characters there. I was also on Angel Dust, a miniseries that can be found on Tubi. I was on a live reality game called Maroon, Cursed Kingdom, that was
Wow.
filmed last summer in the deep forests of British Columbia, Canada. And that can be found on YouTube.
It
I
is
did
like
some,
Survivor, the reality TV show Survivor.
yes, it definitely is like Survivor. And right now, I'm currently a writer for a Star Trek fan series called Renewal, a Star Trek fan production, and I also do voices for various characters. And I've written about five or six, maybe seven scripts for that series as well. And that's available through podcast websites. And I've just done a lot of voice acting since the years. One of my first voice acting jobs was actually because of Eric Reichenbach from Survivor. He was holding auditions for his series High School Vampire Chronicles that he had during COVID, like a series. And I auditioned for the lead female, just recording on my phone, and I got it. And I have 5 episodes of that. And I just really cherished taking on so many characters. I enjoy the fact that I've taken on so many characters during the course of my career, and I have taken some education. I took a lot of courses during COVID, during the time when there was absolutely nothing to do but learn and grow. I mean, life is always about learning and growing, but in COVID, you really couldn't go anywhere. So I tried to make the focus of my time learning and growing and making independent series like online. I think one of my independent series has like 93 episodes. And I just think you're never too old to learn things. You're never too old to pursue your dreams. You're never too old to bring out the best in yourself. And yeah, I'm hoping that the future will bring a great deal of luck and fortune. My dream projects are many. My dream projects include Star Trek, The Pit, and other series that encourage diversity and growth. Because, like, during COVID, I also did a lot of writing for Star Trek websites, and I'd love to tell you about that someday too.
Uh, that's nice. Thank you for sharing about your recent latest works and projects. Uh, Also, here is the last question because we don't have a time. We are just for 15 minutes. Here is the last question. Also, sorry for the internet problem, the internet connection of me right now. Here is the last question. Can you give a little advice to those people who want to become an actress like you?
You know what? Never be afraid to try. I mean, look at me. I'm just learning as I go, living as I go, loving that I live and respecting my right to live. If I just gave into my fear, I would never do anything fun, but I believe in my right to live as I am and thrive as I live. So I never give up. I never surrender. I never admit defeat. And I've always risen above everybody's beliefs that I can't do anything. And I just try everything that I can to be my best self. And I do whatever I can to bring my creativity into the world and give it life because it's really my joy, like my acting, my writing, any creative thing I can put out into the world. It's like putting children out into the world, and it's really allowing me to leave a legacy behind. So never be afraid to put what you love out into the world and find good in what you can do because even if you have difficulty in your life, like I did when I had endometriosis and realized that I needed to change what my life's goals were, you can still have good in your life. There can be rainbows amidst the rain, and you can do good things. You can put life into the world, even if you don't feel like you have much to give in the way of life. Even the broken can have value. So even if you struggle, find joy in that struggle, find joy in the journey that is your life, and do whatever you can to live your dreams. Put your heart into everything you do, and never be afraid to do your best and just do what you can to put joy into the world however you can, and live your life with faith in yourself and your ability to inspire others because you never know who you will inspire as long as you are willing to try.
Yes. Thank you for sharing that. And I hope, uh, Peter, your career will become success and
Sorry, John, I lost you.
and
Where are you?
sometime and if you have a film and it was released in the Philippines, I will watch it on cinema because you are number one of my friend and I will give my full support of you. Also have tonight is have a nice chat with you also. and thank you for getting to my podcast. Also, tomorrow, me and Heather have a read on table with Tuesday of a
Yes,
movie. Yes, tomorrow. What is the title of that movie we will do with Catherine?
we are going to be reading The Big Bang Theory, and for that read, I will be playing Dr. Sheldon. Or for that read of The Big Bang, just edit that. Tomorrow we will be reading The Big Bang Theory at Table Read Tuesdays, and I will be playing. I will look it up. Tomorrow, Table Read Tuesdays, we'll be reading The Big Bang Theory, and I will be reading the character of Dr. Sheldon Cooper,
Wow.
another neurodivergent person like myself. And I will have great joy doing it, especially since my mother's obsessed with that show.
You know,
Love you, Mom.
I never check the cast list right now. I will check it later. But I am happy to be one of the cast of that table with tomorrow. Thanks to Catherine. She is a really nice person. And also I want to thank you, Heater, for guesting to my podcast today. And we don't have a time. It is now to say goodbye. Bye. Thank you for guesting my podcast.
Thank you
Bye.
for having me. I love you. I
Yes.
love the world.
Have
Thank
a
you for
nice
letting
chat
me
with you
be
today. You are a really nice person.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.